Hello everyone, it's Mish here, and welcome to my channel. If you're new, thanks for stopping by, and if you are returning, welcome back. It's so nice to see you guys today. It's amazing the connections and friendships we can make over the internet, I guess. Today, you've guessed it, is another day in the Margarete Miller Collage Challenge. If you are new, this is a weekly challenge that the prompts are set by Margarete Miller, and you can get the prompts on her Etsy shop, Mellow Miller. So all the pages that I'm flipping through now, there is a tutorial for. So if you haven't seen them, you can find them all in the playlist of Margarete Miller 2024 that is on my channel. So today is what week is it? Week 41. Wow. And the prompts are a list of a few ingredients from a favorite recipe, something found in your bag or purse, something mechanical, something that looks like a secret code, a house, and a key. So I'm going to start with something found in my bag, which is this notepad. I always carry notepads with me because that's just what I do. So I'm going to get this down. It's funny because I don't really carry a purse as such. I sometimes have a little one that I carry. I usually just throw my bits and bobs in my pocket. So my phone has pretty much everything that I need in it, but I sometimes do take a bag. So I do have a bag full of stuff that I just cleaned out, and it had all kinds of interesting things. So my recipe is going to be, I found this book at the thrift store. I don't even know the year. It's an old book, as you can tell. And I don't know if you remember talking about pickled beets, but there was this recipe for pickled beets, and I thought, well, how appropriate. But when I was looking at the recipe, it calls for 6 quarts of beets, some salt, vinegar, water, sugar, and then it has the little directions, and then it has this note that says, note to brides. 1 tablespoon whole pickling spice tied in a bag and simmered in the syrup gives an extra tang to these young beets. And I was wondering if that was sort of like a hidden message or something. So I kind of thought too that, is this a secret code? In a way, it was just funny. So yeah, you want to get a little tang for those young brides. So I like to put my prompts in the, just wondering if anything else is going there. I could put the prompts up there. I like to stick it in my collage. And I do like to use tape runner for this project, just because I've been using it I've been using it all year when I can. Sometimes, of course, I will use glue in my, I want this about here, I think. But if you can tell, because I haven't put a lot of water in my book, it's still hardly a wide mouth. Like it's still good. But now I have been taking out pages as I go along, so that I'm thinning the book each week, each month, instead of getting to the end and then taking a whole signature out. And I think that way it kind of helps with that wide mouth effect as well. Okay, so we've got that down. And then one of my secret codes is this, which when I was in high school and I did algebra, I absolutely loved it. But some of it was because I thought it was like a secret code, that I was trying to break this code. So I am going to use a little bit of pattern paper behind it. So I'm thinking that maybe something like, I want it a little bit to the top, something up there like that. So I am going to put the prompt in behind there. And today is Saturday. It's a long weekend here in Halifax. I'm in Nova Scotia. I'm doing this a little ahead of time. I think this is 2 weeks ahead of time. That's kind of backwards. Is it going to matter? I don't think so. Will it matter to me? Probably. So I guess I'm just going to skip the idea right now of putting this in behind here, because I did it upside down. I'm just going to put that right to the top, I think. And I like when I do my collages and I do the layering, I like that things aren't meeting up, that it really promotes that layered effect. So I will put my prompt behind this. This one here. And I'm just thinking, is there anything going behind this? Nope, I don't think so. So yeah, so I absolutely loved algebra. And I would even do extra homework because I was a little bit nerdy. But in saying that, I was very sporty too, so I think I had the best of both worlds. Right, so I'm just going to stick that down about there. Then I have a space up there for my prompt. Okay, so that is a secret code. And then I have another thing that I used to think was a secret code, and that's the eye chart. And whenever I'd go to the eye doctor, I used to think that there was a message there that I was trying to cipher. So that's going down. And then my house, well, it's funny. I had this house, and I got it off Raw Pixel when I was doing a project, but I went to the thrift store last week, and I picked up 2 books, funny, that were houses. And there's all these really lovely Victorian homes and the layout. And the other evening, I was tired, it was after work, and I was just flipping through imagining how I would decorate these homes, and, you know, just imagining being in there and where my craft room would be. And oh, I was right in the dream fantasy world. So I found that on houses, which is cool. And then I found this one here, Blessing of Home, and I thought this was really nice too. It's just little little poems and pictures, Anna Green Gables. It gives me that pleasant ache just to think of coming to a really truly home. So I thought this was just an awesome little book. So, and there was a couple houses that I thought I would use, and I just could not bear the thought of cutting out this. And I guess I could have scanned a page, but I had already kind of picked this house. But gosh, for $3.99, I just thought that was a steal. So anyway, so I'm going to use this house, a little crofter cottage, and then I needed something mechanical. So I went and I found my stamp right here. I was just looking through my stash of stuff, and I forgot that I had these little stickers. And when I started looking, well, there was a key there, which I've already taken one here. So there's a key that I can use. There's also this one that I could use. So there's some keys there. And then there's some mechanical little clocks and wheels and stuff. So I found one that I really liked. There's a bird there, and there's a key, some keys hanging down, and some chains. So I thought that would be a key. And then I found this one, which was just something mechanical. So it's got some sprockets and wheels and stuff. So I thought that would work. So I got to keep in frame. I moved my camera again so that my head wasn't getting in the way all the time. And then in my purse, in my bag, I had a little thing of ephemera that I had gotten at the bookmark. So I thought, oh, well, I'm going to use those. So, but I want to be able to see the recipe. So I was kind of thinking maybe doing something like this. And then where did my stamp go again? Probably lost it. Gosh, I can't keep a hold of that stamp. You're probably saying it's right there. Well, I got a butterfly that came in that set. Well, heaven's sakes. It was right in there, and then I picked it up. How can things just disappear on your desk? I just don't even know how that could happen. Oh well, I go back to my other idea. So this is a bit of mechanical, so I thought I would put that there. And then that little stamp was just the right color to kind of blend in with that. Oh, there it is. Gosh, how does that keep moving around? And then that was on my letter, and it kind of matched the tone. Which, you guys, if you're the first time watching, you're going to think, God, does that woman know how to do anything? Right. So I'm kind of liking this layout. Do you guys like that? I think so. So I'm just going to get this down. Chester's just come in the room, so there might be some... Oh, I guess he left again. I was going to say there might be some chatter, but... Okay, so I'm happy with that there. And I really like that there, but what about... What about if I put just a little strip of paper under there to set it off a bit? Although I kind of like that. What I'll do for now is I'm just going to tack it down with a piece of tape, and then I can stick something under it if I want to later. But I'm kind of liking where that goes. And I am liking this. And these are stickers. I think I used them for another layout, and they were still in my bag. Oh, they got back in my bag. I also keep a library bag. So I keep a bag, and sometimes there's all kinds of digital kits that are still in the bag, because here in Halifax we get $5 a month in free printing from the computer. So I often take a bag with some of my own paper, because I like sometimes thicker paper. But I haven't been all summer. I've been missing that opportunity. So now that the fall's coming in, and one of the big things is the working full time. It's just, when I was 0.6 and I worked, a few days a week as opposed to Monday to Friday all day, which I'm not complaining. It's nice to be back, to be able to pay a few bills and stuff more. Okay, so then I thought that would look cute there. So this little stamp, I was thinking that I would find some scissors and cut it off the envelope. I kind of tore it off. This is a Canadian stamp. This was just before the stamp prices went up here not long ago. But if in Canada, I don't know about in other parts of the world, if you buy a permanent stamp, so there's no money on it, and it's a permanent stamp because there's a P there. But if you buy a permanent stamp, then you can use it no matter what the price of stamps are. So I'm just going to get that down. I want to layer that there, and I'm happy with that. Kind of liking how that's starting to look. So then I've got this key, and I just want it to kind of layer the key. I suppose I could put it underneath the beads like that, and it would kind of frame the beads. Or I could use the smaller one and just tuck it down there, so that's kind of the key to the house. And they're newlyweds. Haha, notes to the bride. And this is their first home. Okay, so there's that, but then I've got some other things that I could use. I could use another one of these sort of down here. So this one seems to be hanging. Or is that too much? I think that might be too much. Though I'm still thinking I might like a strip of this paper to go underneath that house. Let's see. And I do think that something should go there, but I can check. How does that look? Chester says no. Okay, did you hear him? He just said no. So I'm just going to tack that down then. So I'm happy with where that is. I'll use some glue for that. And I just use my Elmer's glue. It's the Glue All. It's cheap and cheerful. And it does the job, particularly paper on paper. If you're doing metal or plastic, maybe not, but it's a very good crafting glue. They should promote my videos because I'm always promoting Elmer's glue. Okay, so that's down. So we got to get this key down. And I'm thinking what I could have done is clustered the butterfly and the key, but I didn't think to do that. So I kind of like just that, like that. So that's what I'm going to do. And then I could go back to, I pulled out a couple more stamps sort of representing the mail that I had. So I could put a couple more stamps here. That's what I'll do. So I pulled out this Iceland stamp, which I really like. And I like this other one. I did pull out these other mushrooms. I don't really want to put 2 mushroom stamps in one. And I already have a butterfly, so I'm happy to do this. And I'm just going to put that down. And then put this Icelandic one over top it. There. So I think I'm happy with that. I could add a little something here. Like, oh, in that ephemera kit, there were some strips of stuff here. Let me see if I can find them. It was like, here's one. It says, "Splendid. In my spare time, I listen to music and sing." That would go cute there. What about up here? Nope. I kind of like that there. And then there's this here that says, I can get my fingers around it, "One of a kind." Nope, I don't like that, but I do like this little one. All right, and that's the collage for today. I hope you did enjoy it. We've got all our prompts, and if you did like it, I'd love to have a like, and if you haven't subscribed, I'd love for you to do that. My channel is growing thanks to you guys, and I am so thankful. Oh, before we go, though, I did have some happy mail, and it's so funny that I got this from Carol in Fort Langley, and it does have the a special stamp like the Anne of Green Gable stamp, so it's a little church, and the postmark is from Milner, BC. So then a couple days after that, I got Pam's postcard, and it was from Milner, Georgia. Like, is that a connection or what? I just feel that we are all connected in so many special ways that we don't even know about. But thank you, Carol, and thank you, Pam. That really made my day. Milner, Georgia. And I know you're going to see this a couple weeks past, but I did really worry about you guys and Hurricane Helene. So you were in my thoughts and prayers that you are all safe and well. But until we meet again, I do hope you stay safe, and bye for now.